Season's greetings. We wish you a successful 2014 here on Motivational Radio France with your host live from Paris, Longi Agoha.
I do understand that, but because what I know is that people who really say things the way they are very authentic. They are very authentic people, and they want people to see them in that light. The problem is that lots of people are not, they would not see you in that light. They would look at all the negative aspects of what, your criticisms and all the rest, even though they are very constructive, like you said. They want to see it as negative. And that is where the hatred and backbiting comes about.
Well, yeah, true. I mean, there's a show that comes up tomorrow whereby we speak about animosity in the industry and is it affecting the growth of the African movie industry, which airs tomorrow, Sky Channel 182. On the Pauline Long Show, where we speak about lots of things that have happened in the industry. And yeah, I mean, I'm someone who supports everyone. I support everyone, and I don't do it to get kudos or to get thanks. No, I just do it as a passion. That person needs to be supported. That person has done a lot of stuff. That person has worked hard to bring out a project. That person needs to be supported, and that's how I see it. And I will support anyone, but again, it has to be good quality because I can't really support a project that person knows is bad quality and it affects my reputation, affects my credibility. It has to be good quality because some people just do whatever they feel like and just bring it out there just for the sake of making money. Again, that's not fair to the viewers, to the market that we're trying to reach. So, but I will support anyone and in any way possible. I don't hold back. And the thing is, I don't promote myself. That's one thing. I only promote people. I only support people. I only write things about people. I put it anywhere. I talk about it everywhere I can. But how did you see me talking about myself, really? Apart from when I do interviews like this, whereby I have to just say, okay, I kind of spoke about this.
Okay, let's delve into Nollywood a little bit because we're.
I know if Mr. Obi Amenanya is listening to this, he'll say Ikenna again on a tangent, but it's not a tangent. So.
Okay. No. I might have to shave off certain things, okay? Now, listen, let us try to go into Nollywood a little bit because I read, it's an article that was a few days ago and the guy said that Nollywood does not have a future. Do you believe that?
No, I don't believe it.
You don't believe that?
Now, when I talk about Nollywood, I talk about African cinema because we don't need to be selfish here and just tag Nollywood because Nollywood originated from Nigeria. So we're talking about African cinema because other countries are springing up. You've got Gambia, you've got Sierra Leone, you've got Guinea. Like the film that we did is a Guinea director, absolutely outstanding director, Sidi Diallo, who's come out with this work that's actually shaking a lot of directors in the industry. Because he just sprung out from nowhere and did this film. If you watch the trailer, you see how the trailer is as well. So, yeah, so I refer to African cinema, really. Even though in the interview tomorrow, that will be airing tomorrow, they did mention it as Nollywood, but I see it as African cinema because we have to incorporate other countries as well and not be selfish calling it just Nollywood. But it does have a future. Whoever said it doesn't have a future, probably, again, you see that person is a negative person. He does have a future. He's been there for over 16, 18 years. And it's still going on strong. So how would that person say he doesn't have a future?
Now, what I'm trying to say here is this. Do you think the average European would pay to watch Nollywood film?
Yes, they would. And they have.
That is with, because I have a feeling there's a difference between Nollywood films filmed in Nigeria and Nollywood films filmed in London or in America. Or there are two markets, more or less.
It kind of appears different because, like in Nollywood, or let's say African cinema in the UK, the concept of the directors might be different. In America, you've got people with American accent. The concept there might be different. Storyline might be different. In Nigeria, the storyline will always be different because then you've got the Nigerian market to actually appreciate more of the ritual-based voodoo type kind of storylines of, okay, this person cheated on me and I did this and there was revenge. So the storylines are kind of like different. They're not linked in terms of having a union that governs this African cinema. So that's why it's open for everyone out there to produce whatever they want to produce and put it out there for the world to see. So I think with that person who mentioned that he doesn't have a future is that person who mentioned about Nollywood or African cinema not having a future. They were looking at it in terms of being organized or structured. Yeah, we do lack that structure and that organization at the moment, but it's getting there slowly but surely. Like in Hollywood, it's very well structured, very well organized. Bollywood is very well structured, very well. The rest of the African cinema is not as structured and organized as it's supposed to get in there.
Okay. Now, how would you marry these three competing, more or less, subtle competition between the American, the European or British, and the Nigerian Nollywood industries?
Marrying them together is that they have to communicate.
Right.
Communication is the key. They have to communicate and see what's more applicable in terms of the market and the people that they're trying to reach, the viewers in the individual countries. Because Hollywood appeals to everyone.
It's an international brand.
Yeah, it's an international brand, so why can't we appeal to everyone? So we can. But again, people do criticize films or criticize the industry because of the past quality of films that they've seen in the past. So, but the thing is that growing, it's evolving, it's getting better day by day. 10, 15 years ago, if you watched any African cinema film, then Nollywood, you will see camera, you will see like on the scene, or you see probably you look in the mirror and you see the director directing people. But now, it's improved great with technology as well, and I must commend someone like, who I hold highly as a mentor, Obi Emene. I mean, you look at his film, look at Last Flight to Abuja, look at Mirror Boy, look at Onyozi, The Messenger, his recent film. I mean, you can see the difference in quality, because what people normally focus on is the quality of the film, which motivates them to actually pay money to go and watch the film.
Right.
But like when Obi Emene had his Mirror Boy, the capacity crowd there was absolutely amazing. You had British people, you had Americans, you had people from different countries fly over to just come and watch that film Mirror Boy. So we are doing well. Okay. We're growing.
Okay, so you are on a learning curve.
Yeah, like every other human being.
Right, sure.
We learn every day. No one's perfect.
Okay.
The season, there's compliments of the season, merriments of the Christmas.
Right.
And it shows that we're marrying. So we've gone from one thing to the other thing. So everyone's celebrating Christmas tomorrow. Should also go from being sad to being happy.
Okay, that's the watchword.
Yeah, and not forget the essence of Christmas, because Christmas is supposed to be a case of the birth of Jesus Christ. It's not just about gifts or all that stuff. It's also about appreciating what we're actually celebrating. What is it that we're celebrating? Are we celebrating just gifts, or are we celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ? So I personally feel that we're celebrating first the birth of Jesus Christ, and we're celebrating love amongst ourselves. And that love doesn't just have to be on the 25th. That love should be the shops, buying loads of things just for one day, and then after that one day, the whole spirit just dies down. I mean, that's not what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be an ongoing celebration.
Right. Every day, more or less, celebrating Christmas.
And when I mean an ongoing celebration, I don't mean you need to, buy presents every day. I mean more of love for one another.
Okay.
Sharing that love for one another. Because if you share love, we're sharing peace at the same time. And this world we're living in lacks a lot of peace and love, and we need to try as much as possible to build that to the best of our ability.
Don't you I have a feeling that you're a man of many sides. You have a lot of many sides in you, in the sense that you're supposed to be a goodwill ambassador.
When I'm in that zone, when I'm in that spiritual frame of mind, I just share it. And
this is not your natural self.
What I share, there are many sides to me. There's Ikenna, the one who jumps around on the red carpet, movie premieres, who takes loads of pictures. And then there's the Ikenna who's the family Ikenna. And then there's the Ikenna who's the one who motivates and tries to inspire to the best of his ability. And then there's outspoken Ikenna. And then there's the diplomatic Ikenna. And then there's the Ikenna who passion for people and feelings as well. And then, just there are loads of things. It just keeps coming out every day. But the Ikenna that you will never see is the Ikenna who does bad things to hurt people. That's me at all. That's again going back to negative things. So
we can't go deeper than this. All right, thank you very, very much. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year and 2004. And may all your projects be fruitful. By this time next year, you speaking to us maybe in a bigger form, or with all your accomplishments and all the rest.
He's someone who won't be reachable. I will always do things the right way, and the right way is not forgetting where you came from. So.
Good. There's one thing I'd like to tell you, because you begin to have followers on Motivational Radio France, and sometimes they ask me about you, when is it coming on the show again, and all that. And I usually tell them, listen, this this guy is a very busy guy. I wouldn't promise you when he's coming on again, but maybe this opportunity now that you're giving us to, air your views again on our radio at least will help and answer the questions they're asking me about you and all the rest. And I hope one day, maybe in January, if you have the time, we can, come back and do the interview again if you want.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm always open to that because, again, it's all about having an impact in someone's life, making a change.
You are already. You are. Some people are asking me about you.
So if I can make a positive change in someone's life, why will I be too busy to do that?
Okay.
I can never be too busy to make a change in someone's life, because if you help someone else, you're helping yourself. If
right,
you
invariably.
make a change in someone's life, you're making a change in your life. So I can never be too busy for that. Anytime.
Okay, good. So
thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure.
Everyone there, Motivational Radio France listeners, wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a happy Christmas, a fruitful Christmas, peaceful Christmas, loving Christmas, and a very blessed, prosperous, safe, fulfilled 2014.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
This podcast was brought to you by Motivational Radio France.